at all. And so the game actually began, so we're going to move into the champion selection process right now to see the picks and best.
And just one last question that they have here. Will we organize Garena Carnival for Malaysia? The answer is yes. As to when, we are not sure yet.
I would say it's to be announced and to be confirmed.
Yeah, so we don't know the details yet, but for sure we'll be having it. Now, Saigon Jokers banning out Malphite and KL Hunters responding with a Shen very quickly out there. So pretty standard things at this time, none specifically player specific, that is. So yeah.
Yeah, currently just targeting those champions which are really strong overall for the team. Shen having a global ultimate and Malphite's ultimate actually stopping almost any AD carry and AP carry instantly in a team fight with that unstoppable force. As long as it lands, it's going to be like a GG almost for the AP carry or AD carry. So definitely something to think out. And they're going to take out Diana as well. It's going to take out the assassin, but
people don't like Diana because if you do allow her to snowball just like for just a little bit, it's very difficult to actually bring her down.
Yeah, but I mean,
and we have seen Golden use it pretty well. So I know I've been watching his Taiwan and his solo queue games. So it actually has been really well played on his side.
Yes, but haven't been tried yet in terms of like a full team game. So I'm not sure whether that was being a choice. But here we see another global ultimate being taken out. Carter's right there. So gonna see maybe very aggressive laning phases for KLH, maybe because they're blending out all the global ultimates so that those ultimates are what punish early aggression, but level 6 is actually still quite early into the game. So we're gonna see how well this plays out. And lastly, Lux actually being taken out. I mean, wow.
This is another thing that Golden's has been using Lux, and it's well. I don't think so. Saigon Jokers want to face a poke composition.
Maybe.
Oh, but look at the amount of discussion that's going on the KL Hunter side. I like that. I mean, this is definitely one of the very important matches for them. If they do not win this, the chances of them getting a third place spot is going to be very, very slim. Simply because there's not enough matches for them to actually make something happen. So this is very important for them. Jay's been taken out. I quite like that pick. I'm not I think KL Hunters had to ban out Ranga because they did not want Saigon Jokers to first pick it.
I think because Ranga is actually much harder to deal with in comparison to Jace in terms of overall team comm side. So I believe banning Ranga would be a better choice overall because he has not been nerfed once again yet in this patch that we're using. So definitely something you want to be more wary of. And Jace, even though he is a very solid and strong top as well as very good pokes, he does lose out to a few champions in the early stages. One of them, I mean, none of them would be Irelia. If you did watch the World Championship, it was Jace against it was Stanley's Jace against Magnun's Irelia, and Magnun totally controlled that lane.
Yeah, it was very, very strange and very, very proficient use of the champion to control and dominate out the lane. People are saying use Teemo, and actually, as they are going through the picks, we have a surprise for you guys out there. To do with Teemo, Teddy care to tell everybody and show everybody what's the surprise for Teemo?
I already did.
I don't think so people saw it, or many people did not see it.
See, this is one of my trophies. That's why one reason why my costume is so bad, because I've been killing champions around League of Legends. So I've collected a Teemo hat. And see, even cut his ears off. So for those of you who think Teemo is cute, or those of you who hate him, but for those haters out there, yes, you know these are these fluffy ears. For those who love him, I feel sorry for you guys because, yeah, it's mine.
Okay, so aside Teemo, we do see on the other side of Saigon Jokers, Ezreal and Sona, high poke composition, including with Jace out there itself. A lot of poke coming in from the team. KL Hunters with Nunu and Irelia, pretty standard. Most likely Cheong will be going with his very infamous Vayne. So not much a surprise there.
Not much of a surprise. Yeah.
Now we haven't seen Nocturne all that much, to be honest.
He was there from yesterday. And
I mean,
few games before, long time ago,
long time ago, yeah. That was under that. So yeah. So I don't know. It's going to be pretty interesting. I quite like Nocturne, to be honest, with the Vayne combination. Simply because a lot of slow and the fear can proc and can assist Vayne in definitely landing a lot of different kills. So
we have to see how SAJ responds to this because two major or the main global ultimate champions have been banned. The last one that's left would be Twisted Fate. But you know, against Paranoia, you really can't use Twisted Fate to all that well because you can't really see anything.
Well, you're kind of forgetting one champion out there, which is Pantheon, actually.
He will never show face anymore. At least for now, I would say. Definitely. Yeah, you know the reasons why. Do not question me. So here we see gonna be a Mundo picked out onto Saigon Joker's side. I do believe this is the first time we have seen them use this. So far, Mundo being more famous pick for Singapore Sentinels as well as the Taipei Assassins. Not so much for other teams out there. Maybe 1 or 2 games, but not consistently, I would say.
Yeah,
so
not really consistently out there. But I do like Saigon Jokers. I'm not sure who I'm supporting this game. I believe I'm supporting Saigon Jokers. And guess what? They are using Sona. I so wish they're going to use the Arcade Sona skin. That would be so amazing if that actually happens. But Anivia being actually picked out from the last one from Saigon Jokers. Once again, I would say quite a lot of poke here. Anivia with a lot of negative zoning. And Mundo, his cleaver that's able to be thrown. I would say the early game goes to Saigon Jokers. However, if it does transition to the late game, that means 30 to 40 minutes into things, it will go into the side of KL Hunters. Our late game is very strong, so is Vayne.
It's still hard to say because in terms of late game, in terms of just poking people out, if Saigon Jokers do it well and KLH doesn't position himself very well, even before a team fight happens, they'll be brought on the Half-Life.
Yes, that is very true.
So we just have to see how this plays out and what's the last champion pick going to be for Kuala Lumpur Hunters. The only thing I can think of would be Oriana because we saw it in the World Championship.
Oh, it's going to be Morgana instead. Interesting. Perhaps they want to catch people out. So Nocturne can catch, any strange people out there if the warding is done really well. So can Vayne and so can Morgana. They just want to throw out one binding.
It might be another teleport Morgana. Sorry to cut you, but because yesterday's games, we did see that happen again. They had the separate globals, so to speak, one teleport and one Nocturne's ultimate. So it'll be interesting to see, is it going to be the same thing? And yes, based on the summon spells, it's going to be the same thing right there. Interesting, I would have to say.
It's definitely more. They want to try new and different strategies out there just to make sure that they have the edge onto their opponent. I wouldn't say really new strategies, but they want to go with strategies that they're familiar with.
Yeah, more familiar with.
And the KL Hunters in the opening of the season go with this sort of team composition. In fact, we have seen this very same team composition coming in from the KL Hunters before. On the side of Saigon Jokers, we have seen this exact same team composition, except for Mundo.
Yes.
Except for Mundo being changed out to Lee Sin, actually.
It'll be Lee Sin or Maokai on the Saigon Joker side, so this will be something we have to see, definitely.
To have out there, so yeah.
So we're going to see how well they dominate each other's lane. For top lane, if see how well Monkeys plays it out, it should be his advantage, but Mundo does gank him more often than so. It's going to be very hard for him to respond, and we can see Teemo actually being taken by Monkeys instead of Golden at the last second right there. So Golden's is actually going to stay in the mid, not going to let the Anivia free farm out. Monkeys is the one that's going to travel around the map. It's going to be very interesting to see so far. So let's go take a look at,
let's look at Violet's Masteries, to be honest. Let's see whether he's actually going for the life steal.
Spellvamp.
Yes, Spellvamp, sorry.
Nope, actually
going for it.
Not even going for movement speed, but going for extra physical damage. Something that Mundo does not really need, in my opinion. So this is going to be a bit odd. Let's take a look at his masteries. Should be 921 maybe. No, it's actually going to be 426. Wow,
it's a little bit strange on quite a number of levels, to be honest.
I mean, in terms of normal hits, definitely going to be able to clear jungles much quickly with the addition of his Burning Agony, as well as the 26 points on his the masteries is just to reduce any damage taken overall. Taking here Honor Guard together with Tough Skin as well as Indomitable, just negating a lot of damage because it's going to be very, very tanky and have high sustain just by a bit more in terms of overall matchups, I would say. So this is something interesting.
It's a little bit strange. Let's see how it's going to work out. But let me just go quickly have a look at QTV's side. I just browsed through his, and it's a rather interesting setup. The rune page is quite...
I wouldn't say it's interesting. I mean, normally for Jace, you either go for full 16 flat damage to do pure aggression, or instead you go for movement speed queens because with the addition of your ability to change weapons, movement speed boost, as well as your acceleration gate, the movement speed addition makes you go out so quickly, and you can actually run through a lot of things without people blocking you. So with this instead, it's changed more to how Jax is being played by. We saw Stanley play as well as QTV, and this is more something is a weakness of Jace, where he does not have any sustain at all. So this will instead help him fight against Irelia in training hits. And here instead the mastery is going to be 9-14-7.
It is a bit odd.
It's actually going to be magic penetration, but his third skill does do magic damage.
Yes.
Or his mini form, the one, the knockback of the big hammer.
Yes.
So that would make sense in terms of that. But overall, his damage is still physical. But I think he just want to maximize that because players do maximize that first. In terms of overall reducing damage, training hits, he's going to do quite well, quite better overall than how normally other Jace will be played. And so it's going for mana regeneration, which is things that the kit that Jace needs. Overall, this kit is something that Jace is playing to maximize one skill damage, because right now as Jace you max E first over Q, and then maximize the sustain as well as holding the trading hits in the lane. No problems. If he does hit Irelia stuns him, if the minions do hit him, he does have extra armor and the extra reduction in terms of overall damage. And in terms of spamming, you need the mana regeneration, and there it goes. It's just right there in the utility tree as well. So this is going to be a very interesting thing to see. I'm going to see a very interesting play off so far for this top lane. Something different to see from the normal 9-21 or 21-9, so to speak, for Jace. So I believe that this is something that we all can enjoy for this game. And for those of you who do not know, Jace will be getting nerfed quite soon. So for those of you guys who do love him the way he is right now, I think you should play him more. And then everyone will be trolling at the top saying, it's a Jace. It's another Jace. It's a Jace. It's so boring.
I mean,
it's like how Rengar was being played.
Yeah.
Released, for 2 weeks it was Rengar top. Even I did that because I was bored. It was just such an easy champion.
It was a very easy champion, and many people could not do very much to deal against him. So it worked out really well.
Yes, it worked out really well for that. So it's good to see how well both of these teams play all the overall fights out. In terms of overall crowd control, if Morgana gets a very good ultimate bind into the team fight, which is quite hard with a Shurella or maybe the Ascension Gate by Jace, and also with the wall, with the ice wall being blocking her away to getting into the fights.
I just need to stop you there because why? There's a little opening in your shirt here.
It's because it's not really an opening. It's because the swords are behind my back, so it's actually stretching my shirt from behind. So
and people are saying that Shen's shirt is open. Why is Sona's not? Hello, this is as open as you can get, people.
Okay, so we actually have entered in the game, but the game has been paused. There seem to be some connectivity issues, but do not worry about that. So for those of you who did hear that happen, do not worry. We're going to move into the game really soon when it has been fixed. So here we see you guys wanting to see more skin. I don't understand why. If he was a lady, or maybe GMBB or Foxy or whoever out there, I'll see why you want to see the skin, but he's a man.
Yes, I am a man. For those of people who do not know, yes, I am a man. So
unless you want to see his
flat chest.
Yeah, flat chest. Oops. Wow. See, even the pumpkins are they fall down. They fall before me. Right there.
So yeah, we are going back right into game right now. So as we can see, Saigon Jokers and the Kuala Lumpur Hunters are moving out.
There's so many pings already being pinged. They're going to move on. We saw KLH ping 3 times at the areas to defend right now. Irelia is actually going to go to the bot lane, and Nunu is going to go to the top. This is going to be their lane swapping strategy again. Going to let Nunu and Vayne continue farm top as well as harass the opponent. So right now we're going to see an invade by Saigon Jokers. Actually, maybe we see Sona going to this gets poked instantly right there. So they do know that both sides do know that someone is right there in the bush. Both sides. So Morgana has forced to fall back to be safe, and Sona has planted the wall at their own blue. This is a typical play right now for all the teams. As you can see, it's all about the early, how you're going to control the jungle, this own jungler as well as counter jungler, and oppress your opponent in the first 5 minutes. Wow, so we see all the shots being thrown out there, missing, and here we see Nocturne might get caught. Nope, he does see it. There goes the bind.
Nice bind actually.
Someone. And right now they're actually going to move away from it, and now Ipions might move on, sort of just go to the red instead of getting the blue.
Yeah, looks like that's what's going to happen. But what's interesting here is that Monkeys is all the way at the bottom. That's Irelia there. And they could close in onto Irelia and easily end that for first blood since there are 4 people there.
But they do not see her, definitely. So and
they don't know that the lane swap has actually occurred.
Yes.
But it looks like they are going to invade onto the blue side as well. And will the ward actually catch them out?
The what?
No, on the other side.
No, you're talking about this area right here. I think the ward will catch them out, but KLH is going to be very safe, going to move in at the 1 minute and 55-second mark because they did not plant any wards at all on their own buff. And here we see Jay's going to move to try to disrupt Nocturne into taking it back. But of course, it's going to be very hard since there are actually 3 champions right there, and the Morgana.
So there's nothing that can be done on either side here. Monkeys tried to do something there, but no. but nothing much there. So
So right now we're going to see this lane swap happen. We're going to see how well Monkeys plays this out. It's going to be very hard to survive the poke from Ezreal and Sona combined together, I would say, for the Irelia. Needs to get the really just needs to get the level and farm underneath the tower and be very safe. You can see right there, he has already been moved.
I'm not sure what exactly he's doing, but
Exactly sure where he's going. He's going to check whether they did not clear the blue, and they did it really clear. And going to check onto the wolf. Wow, this is a very weird play right there. Not sure what's happening, but here we see at the top lane, Hagane hiding into the brush. He's going to try to push QT away as far as he can, so it gives Jaeyoung the free farm right there.
so people are actually saying that the in-game music's a little bit soft, so we'll make the adjustment there so that it's a better experience for you guys out there. So
Let's click. So right here, just try to raise it behind. Here we see a gang going onto mid.
Oh,
Golden's
Golden taking caught.
Using force use a flash. The flash goes in for Violet as well to follow up, and there goes the kill right there. The bind of Golden's land did not land onto Nick's water, land onto a minion just now right there. Not so well played by Golden's right there in the mid lane. So we're just gonna see how well they come back from this. I mean, first blood is not such a big thing, but for Anivia in terms of the mid lane, it can be quite a big shock in terms of Anivia getting the earlier levels, reaching to 6 faster.
Yeah, it's going to help her out. And
Yeah.
especially with Anivia having a little bit more trouble farming up pre-6, denying Morgana any sort of lane presence before she turns 6 will only assist in the farm very much more. And upon it reaching 6, well, you know, Morgana's going to be shoved out of lane a little bit more because of the area denial of Anivia's ultimate being thrown down, as well as the ice walls and potential stuns that could be thrown out.
Definitely. So let's see what let's go to see how well they transition into this. Monkey is definitely being poked away, but you know, being Irelia with a bit higher sustain, he's going to dive onto the minions.
nice there.
He trade some hits right there, but no, it's a bit too low, and the ignite it's not able to go down by just a flash, and a normal hit takes down Monkeys as well. 2 kills already in the favor of Saigon Jokers right there. We're going to see how well. Right now, it all depends on the top lane. As the top is the same as the top lane and bottom lane, they both have their own side of advantage.
I mean, they do.
KLH and Saigon Jokers, I would say.
Yeah, it's definitely the AD carries that do have the advantage here on both lanes, but the question is how much of an advantage? Now, with Ezreal getting a kill up there, his CS may be lower than Vayne. Could you do the swaps?
Oh, so yeah.
His CS is lower than Vayne, but the extra additional gold that he got from the kill is actually going to benefit him, and that's what many people don't realize. People realize that, you know what, I'm keeping up with farm, but it doesn't work all that well. Ipion's here looks like he might get caught out again. Oh my, that's so low.
Yes, getting caught out here.
Getting a kill.
Oh, they're going to charge right into Monkeys. They know that Monkeys doesn't have flash
Another
anymore.
cleaver.
Nope, you're going to be blocked by the minions right there if it does throw a cleaver. And here, wow, Golden's being forced
getting
back
caught out.
well.
Again.
Saigon Joker showing so much aggression.
Definitely a lot of aggression, a lot of dominance within the jungle. They know exactly where everybody's moving, and it seems a little bit that KL Hunters is tunnel visioning. They just see that only Irelia was in trouble and Goldens were just moving in, only to realize that, guess what, your screen is flashing red and you're taking hits from Ezreal. So yeah.
Yes, definitely. So this game, we'll see how well it's being dragged for Jaeyoung to carry it, I would say. As Vayne, it's very easy to carry the game if you're good positioning as well, quite farmed up. You have no problem doing that at all. So here you can see just in 5 minutes, there's going to be only a 1.6k goal difference right there onto this for in the favor of Saigon Jokers. Sorry, wow, I don't know.
Oh wow, the stun's just barely going to land right there.
The cleaver is not going to work as well. Oh, I thought Goldens will run straight because he is out of mana, but no, because Ipion's was right there, and right now
Ipion's is relatively low. Now Spell Chill will prevent him, but the stun looks like will be going out there. Oh no, this is not going good at all for KL Hunters, but hey, I'm supporting Saigon Joker, so go.
And here we see Jaeyoung and Hagari moving into position. They try to help them, but no, they're a bit too late, not going to be able to do anything. And this is one of the reasons why I would say Nocturne has fallen short as a jungler, is because in terms of overall speed and just that damage output in the early stages against a Shyvana, against Mundo, he's going to lose out. And why are you?
People are saying that it's my boobs that are distracting the KL Hunters, so I'm trying to cover them now. Hopefully they will make some sort of turnaround.
See, you're cheating again. Always have some sort of hidden tactics.
I have some hidden tactics. I use my feminine charms to make sure that KL Hunters is losing so that Saigon Jokers is winning.
And wow, you can see a very early dragon actually, not even reaching the 7-minute mark when the smite going a bit early, but Monkeys is not going to move on. So
he's going to caught out. Another death.
There goes the soul. Ignite.
Look at that, Saigon Jokers.
Oops.
Yes. Such a good game.
Yes, and right now, just barely, reaching the 7-minute mark, already gaining a 3k gold lead. And dominance in the mid lane, in the jungle, and the bottom lane as well. The only lane that's doing quite well right now would be the top lane where Jaeyoung is at with Nunu right there. But in terms of CS winning a bit out, here we see, well, KTV actually going to dive in onto Jaeyoung.
Oh,
Jaeyoung taking a lot of
for
hits.
them. Ignite still goes off.
Ignite. And here EPLS comes in, going to try to take on the kill onto QTV, but I don't think they're going to have enough damage right there. Yes, the SHN goes out, the change of weapons happen, and they're not back. Wow, actually going to move in.
Oh, look at that. That's balls.
Yes.
That's definitely balls right out there. And I don't know, to be honest. Like I said, the early game advantage goes to Saigon Jokers, and KL Hunters just needs to hold off till the late game. But at the 7-minute mark, almost the 8-minute mark, you have a 4,000 difference.
As well
That's
as
just massive.
Yes,
Massive.
it's not just massive, it's actually more of like they're getting
owned.
getting served. I won't use owned.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we see right now Golden's without a blue buff is not going to be able to do anything at all against any of the blue buffs. Just going to throw the ultimate, throws every single skill out there to push the lane. And Morgana, even though she does have the ability to push back as well and farm out the CS with her,
It's not as fast.
It's not as fast.
It's definitely not as fast because she requires the minion to stay still within her tormented soil, and that's not happening. Now, we did see the
Wow, the dominance in the jungle as well. We can see right now they're going to move into taking the red buff as well. And Jaeyoung and Haglane knows they need to go and support them. They're moving right in, but here SAJ is just going to fall back because they know that everyone's moving into position as well. So here is going to be they're going to try to steal the raid again while Mundo still being very aggressive, actually going to chase away EPS for even getting the raise right there and taking the raise in his face.
Look
and
at the denial of Saigon Jokers. It's not the fact that they're aggressive. They're just denying everything out there. Look at Junie using her power cord slow to make sure that Irela would take few additional hits out there, and for the fact that Ezreal can come in there and get all the additional CS that's needed.
And not only that, if you just look at the level difference, we can see Anivia is at 8, and Morgana at 7. Irelia and Jace, the difference of that are 2 levels. Monkey's not even hitting level 6, and QTV already at level 7. And in terms of jungling, Mundo at 6, and Epeons at 5.
Yeah.
Totally just being under-leveled, being controlled, can't even go near to the towers right now, and overall jungle control is on
Jungle being denied at the bottom, Hagan is running on top trying to get away, but there's a lot of... What KL Hunters needs to come back with this is they need to get all their level 6s out there, and then, oh my god, that flash. Very, very low on mana already, and it's sticking away here. We do see Mundo coming in. Looks like they are going to chafe out there.
Here Hachi follows up and gets the kill right there.
This is just really good communication. They are perfectly aware of where their members are, what they can do, and they're executing it very, very well. Now, one tower went down already. Now, the second tower is going to go down, and there's nothing that KL Hunters can do about this. Even if Nocturne appears, like what it's doing out there with the 4 of them, instantaneous burst.
I would say this is also at the same time taking a bit from Taipei Assassin strategy, dominance in the early game as well as controlling the buffs into the favor and warding the overall map to see where the opponents are, and this is something that we see Saigon Jokers doing a very good job.
I believe it was at the end of Season 1 where one of the players did mention that whenever you play to end the game at 20 minutes. That's how you should always play. And if you don't end the game at 20 minutes, you have failed the objective of the game.
Yes.
So this is what many teams now are starting to show, and Taipei Assassins especially, that they are starting to dominate out, and by 20 minutes, 25 minutes at latest, they are already in base, they're destroying the Nexus, and they are perfectly content, and that shows how the game is supposed to be played. You're supposed to play it more aggressively and do many things.
Because if the game does drag out a bit too late, it's going to be very easy to make some comebacks. If you get caught unintentionally right there, you're going to get lose the game. Here we see Jaeyoung and Nunu combination, going to be able to take down QTV, but here Mixwater moves out to the top lane and they try to secure the other kill onto Vayne, but Vayne's condemned, pushes him away, and goes to get away safe. Not really a trade they wanted. It was supposed to be 1-for-0, but they got a 1-for-1 trade instead. And QTV still being able to farm up quite fat overall, I believe. The overall CS difference against with him and Vayne is not that much in terms of because of the kill and the assist, and also for Irelia catching out of CS just because the tower has been taken down. And here we see Jaeyoung not going to go back to base, but she's going to farm the golems right there, and Anivia Nixwater going to try to push out top lane, and wow, Golden's getting poked by Junie right there, taking the hits from Sona, and that's why Sona is getting nerfed soon. It's totally...
Sona is just OP.
That's why he's still... Besides Sona, Sona is getting nerfed, that's why it looks like this right now.
Yeah, Sona's visual art shall be nerfed to this.
So coming back to the game, right at the 12 minutes mark, we can see right there, it's almost 7k goal difference. Very strong showing by Saigon Jokers overall. So just take a look at the goal difference. We can see right here for the top lanes for Jace and Irelia. Jace holding out with 3.3k. And here we see again going on to top. Next, Ipions jumps in. Next, Watermost almost gets the kill onto Jeong, but the fear stops him from completing the kill. And here's turned into 8 form. There's nothing he can do. And just ultimate catch Jeong right here. Yes, Jeong does go down.
Wow.
And very nice play right there. I would say making a supposed 1-for-0 trade once again into 1-for-1 trade. And once again,
that was just so well done that they predicted, and because the egg form was there, Jing was not going to move. He did not even see the incoming ultimate flying out, and when it came out there, it was GG.
Yes, it was GG and perfectly played. So we can see here right now.
Second tower going down.
Oh yeah, okay.
From the mid side, it's.
And here moving directly onto the blue buff, getting the blue once again for Ezreal, which is Archie playing it, and Ezreal's Archie's Ezreal. I was about to say Ezreal's Archie. As you can see right there, being proven to be one of the best Ezreals out there in the GPL. Here, I mean, of course, we saw BB play boring IE and PD for the games before this, but also good. I mean, actually, is doing a very good job and showing, controlling his pokes as well as mobility-wise, getting the kills and securing everything for the team. So here we see right now, not sure what KLH can do to come back into this. Jeong being a bit too aggressive, taking the damage from a QTV right there. And with the ignite up for QTV, it's not going to end well if Jeong does get caught, pushed a bit too far, if he takes a bit too many hits. So let's move back and check onto the itemization right here. We do see Irelia onto the Phage. And here, wow, see QTV instantly jumping in onto Vayne as soon as Hagelim walks out. And here we see he's going to try to get the kill again, but he uses the flash.
Oh, nice
chasing a bit too get the kill, and there goes the kill onto Jeong once again, being a bit too aggressive. And here QTV just going to follow out, and there goes the slap onto the face. And there he gets the kill right there.
See, that was me right there.
No, that's not you.
You saw the beautiful crescendo?
No, I didn't see anything.
Yeah.
And here, see, a regular trade here is Archie right here, the Bruiser and the AD carry. Even though Monkeys only has a Phage, he's still be able to trade out a bit as long as he has true damage, but he's going to force to fall back.
Oh, look at that stun!
And
nice.
Forcing
away.
Just flash save just in case maybe a Mundo follows from behind. Not sure whether that will happen. Wow. And here we see Golden's trying to catch onto Archie, and Archie just with the blue buff is just going to poke around and fly away very soon. It's going to be very safe. Actually, going to try to kill Monkeys before
flash does go off. Well,
blind does not hit, and here we see Archie using the heal, using the flash, but got ignited first. Going to almost getting the kill onto Monkeys right there.
That was good job on the side of KL Hunters. They knew a little bit of their limitations. It almost went out there, and that was good. But this is what exactly they need. They need to catch people off one by one and not go in for team fights, simply because the Saigon Jokers, like I said, have a better early team comp, but they also are so much further ahead in terms of assisting out. And looks like this is going to be the first in-base turret taking out from mid, so they are pushing a lot out there. The flash coming out by Mundo, and the dive goes in. Now, will there be something? Oh, look at that melt.
This
is the does go off. No, Sona! Escape, Sona! Sona, escape!
J-Rock's going to get killed right there.
Oh, yes, Sona! Sona, go in.
There goes the triple kill, and there goes, that's why Anivia is just stopping people from doing anything. With his slow ultimate right there, just slowly chipping down the health.
It was all Sona. It was all my doing. I made that happen.
You're not Sona, you're Suna. So shh.
Damn it.
Anyway, moving on, you can see right there, right now all the lanes being pushed very aggressively by Saigon Jokers. As soon as they took the mid, QTV was not a mid at all. He just continued pushing the top and taking down the top turret to about 3/4 health right there. And soon just one more push, going to be very easy for them to take it off. And here we see Ezreal pushing down the bottom lane. Archie once again alone at the bot lane. He's going to push it out as far as possible. And if Saigon Jokers do go for a Baron, it is possible right there with just 4 members of the team right there.
It is definitely. Now, if you look at the goal difference, it is 12k. But if you look at the amount of kills, it is at 11. So that's a lot of additional gold that comes in from many different places. So, to be honest, I don't know how Saigon Jokers can actually work it all out. Yeah, this doesn't matter, to be honest. Yeah.
Oh.
Let's just do that.
Okay, fine. So here you're gonna see right now KLH is trying to push away Saigon Joker's aggression in the mid lane, but no, the binding's missing once again, and that is one of the reasons why.
Even if the bindings hit, they couldn't do anything. Let's be honest.
But at least they needed some poke, some damage right there. But here we see the stun being negated by the shield of Morgana, but nothing much they can do right there with the aggression, and Mundo staying in the front. Mundo with a Spirit Visage and the Doran shield is really enough for him to be super tanky. Those for this stage right now, where KLH doesn't have any high damaging items on their side, it's going to be very hard for them to do anything. And here we can see the poke comp, as you mentioned, being played to the fullest, the cleavers, the mystic shots, the ice throwing out. And here we see the bind into Archie, but just damage going off. And wow, Archie responds with his own ultimate. Gonna trade some damage right there. And here we see Archie gonna move
down to the bottom
once again. And
they want to destroy the tower, they just want to get it all.
Yes, but I say as 4 of them moves down to the bottom, QTV moves back to his top lane, and it's going to push the top lane once again. So if they do focus the fight and do drag out the fight at bottom, QTV is just going to get a free top tower for when he pushes out. And why are you so distracted? Is there something?
People actually want to see Sona's gold, actually, because she has been assisting quite a bit.
Okay, Sona does have 7 assists, 1 kill, and 13 CS right there, and she does have 5,420 gold right now.
And that is higher than everybody else on KL Hunter's side.
Yes.
Yeah, that's one very rich Sona.
Not only that, because overall with the 2 GP5 seconds, let's take a look, see right here, it's earned about 400 gold already for Philostone, and Hard Gold about 250.
And if you look at Haganis, how much he has earned from his Philostone,
it's just 159. He got it quite
late,
because he didn't get any good assists or kills like Sona in the early stages. So we're gonna have to fall short and fall back quite a bit right
The other thing that actually needs to be noted here is that I actually looked at the support runes and masteries for both supports, and Hagani only has gold per 2 gold per 10. Sona has 3 gold per 10, and Hagani decided to go for Sage, which is the additional experience. So this additional gold that Sona's getting as well is what is assisting her to be
much higher
for items and things like that. Yeah, so it does help.
Definitely. So we see QTV breaking the top and jumping onto Ipion's, instantly taking him down to about a quarter health left right there with just the combination skills of Jace. Just a full wombo combo, you like to say, I suppose. And just there goes all the damage. Hey, Goodness, there's nothing much he can do with all the minions blocking his path for the bind. If QTV decides to poke him, he just has to take it, I believe, in order to protect the tower as well. So here we see 4 members of KLH in the mid trying desperately as hard as possible for them to hold this game on, and Saigon Joker's just going for a dragon. Just say, just take the money, and it's going to end soon. And here we actually see QTV taking boost of mobility right there. I did not notice that until right now, because he was getting the brutalizers and 2 Duan Blades in the BS. So I thought it was going to go for something very traditional, but no. Instead we see he has...
And the damage onto monkeys. That's immediately out there. The star will not connect to anybody out there, but look at how aggressive Junie is being. Even though that's a Sona, which is technically one of the more, softer champions out there.
But she does have the advantage. She does have the AJs, the 2 GP5s, and the help, and the Ninja Tabi out there.
Yeah, exactly. That's a very tanky Sona.
It's very tanky. Yeah, for those of you who do not know, Ninja Tabi is actually a very, very strong item out there. It actually stops a lot of bruiser composition, so to speak. And if you're losing your lane as an AD carry, in terms of overall damage, if you do get a Ninja Tabi, it will help you sustain and you can actually beat out the person overall in terms of a dragged down fight, because that reduction of physical damage is actually a lot.
Yeah.
So yes, as we mentioned here, Saigon Joker is going to go for the Baron, and I believe after that it will be the endgame. And wow, look at QTV's item, not going to upgrade it to anything at all.
Just another BF sword.
Pure damage, just pure 45 more damage right there. And well, it's enough for him. So I suppose we're going to see how,
to be very honest,
quickly he will burst down KLH with a full combo.
I mean, to be very honest here, if KL Hunters can hold this off, just get a few kills off them, maybe just hit 2 kills.
I would say just get a few kill. If Vayne gets a pentakill, that'll be enough, in my opinion.
I mean, that's a definite turnaround.
That's the definite turnaround. If Vayne somehow gets a pentakill onto Saigon Jokers, that would be the direct turnaround definitely, as Vayne will be able to complete a lot of major items right there, and they should be able to do much better in terms of overall team fight.
No, but as I said, what I was talking about is that all this triple kill, quarter kill, the killing spree gold that they can earn from it is going to be a really, really a lot.
Definitely.
And so they need to catch a few people out there to possibly have it out, but not.
But nope, it's not going to happen. As you can see, there's KLH has no answer for this super early aggression with the overall items, as well as champions, so to speak. And here, they're just taking the pokes from Jace right there, and Jace just poking onto the turrets with his extra attack speed, and they're slowly trading hits onto the turret. Each one taking time. One thing you do, you have no minion waves. One thing to do, a good thing to do is actually just as Hazagon just portrayed.
Yeah.
You just switch turns on taking one tower hit, so tower hit does not go up too high. Here we can see that he's going to dive onto tower, taking it down and going to fall back. Actually not going to go for any champion kills. Going to move on to the next tower.
They're just focusing on net on turrets. Oh, the ultimate. Could this be something happening?
No,
nice crescendo right there, preventing anything from happening.
You see Jay charging onto Archie, but it's not going to be enough, and Archie manages to take down. Archie manages to take down one, and then follows up with another from Aniva's help. And here we see a GG green type top right there by both teams, and there it goes.
That's the end of it. 19-5.
Yes, in 22 minutes. Oh, 23
Suna
minutes.
wins. Suna wins. Pseudo wins. Oh look, you have two of you. We have a mini you. Oh no, the mini you disappeared.
They're so distracted by you saying Suna won.
Definitely. So you see, whenever you have Sona on your team, whenever you have Suna on your team, that's how you win. You just need to have me.
The most important thing is that this. Anyway, so here let's go move on to the score screen, so we can take a better look on overall goal difference as well as CS difference, and that was itemization for both sides onto the team, which of course you all know was definitely very much far ahead. And here you can see that
how far ahead
it actually was. Not putting, I would say that in terms of not average person's view for this game, you would say that KLH put up a fight at all. They were stomped on, they were totally destroyed in this game, ultimately by the Saigon Jokers.
If you look at things, Nick's